Alright, what's going on, guys? Um, this is gonna be my first video. Uh, I really don't upload much, but I figured what better way to put my first video than to come out my truck. So, uh, basically kind of a how-to on how to cam a '05 Sierra with the 5.3. First off, what you want to do is just, as you can tell, there's no intake. The intake is right there. Next thing you want to do, well, you don't really have to do it, but works. Take off the top dressing cover. After that, you just kind of want to start taking away at all this front part. Take your radiator hose off, pulleys. I mean, not the pulley, but the belt. After that, you will have to drain the radiator in order to remove it. You do have to remove your radiator to make room for the cam to come out. So pretty much here alone by myself, so just bear with me. Keep posting videos as I move along and as I make progress, but for now it is what it is. Alright guys, well, pretty much got the whole front taken off, got the radiator off, got the valve cover off, water pump off, and then also got the crank pulley off. So now just gotta take the other side off. Still a long way to go, but almost there. See how it goes. And as soon as I make a little bit more progress, I'll come back. Alright, now I got the rocker arms and push rods out the way on both sides. Now it's time to take the cam out, and as you can see, I put these little plastic things inside the oil galleries. That way it kind of gives me a more of a safety thing so that the lifters don't fall, because if they fall, then yeah, the heads have to come off, have to get the oil pan off, and yeah, I'm not trying to do all that. So well, yeah, old cam is about to come out. Here I got the new cam already. So well, like I said, I'm here by myself, but look at this, they spin freely. I don't hear that a lifter fell thanks to these little things, but basically I'm by myself, so it's very hard for me to record me taking the cam out and putting the new one in. So I'm sorry for that, guys, but I'll update you when the other cam is installed, and I guess I can do like a little side-by-side comparison, but as for now, it is what it is. So I'll get back with you guys here in a little bit. Alright guys, well, there you go. The new cam is in. Old cam, it's not in bad shape. I don't see any places where any lifters were probably grinding or any of that. It's still in very good condition. But yeah, there it is. Old cam with a new cam. So next step is just to pretty much put the front back together, and next is replacing these springs with some LS6 springs. These is gonna be kind of a bitch, but not too much of a bitch, but it's just more time consuming than anything. But just with patience, some music, it can get done. Alright guys, so once I get more progress done, once again, I'll come back with another update. Little choppy choke. Got it put back together. Yeah, I didn't show shit because it was a one-man job. So my nigga Tocayo came in clutch. But yeah, it's about to be chopping here in a little bit, making popcorn. Well, as you guys can see, it is currently the next day. I got done with the install pretty late. The valve springs were giving me a hard time. Well, not as much as the valve springs, but the tool I was using, it's like this little clamp thingy that kind of clamps onto the spring, and then you turn it and it compresses the spring. That thing kept popping off, so it was pretty damn annoying that I couldn't get those springs off. So I ended up running down to Summit Racing. I live here in Dallas, so they just opened up a Summit Racing not too long ago. I think it was back in September when they first opened up. So I ran down there and I bought this pretty badass tool, man. It's this thing where it kind of bolts on to where the rocker arms would go, and it basically allows you to do 2 springs at a time instead of just 1. So ran down there and got that thing, and shit, man, made the job a whole lot easier. And I'm sorry if I'm shaking. It's cold as shit over here. It's like 20 something degrees outside. But yeah, it's put back together. You know, I wasn't able to get a first start. My stupid phone died, and wasn't able to get a first start of the truck after the cam install. But it's put back together. Got the intake heat wrapped, but it's all put back together. And I really wasn't able to record as much or as detailed as I wanted. I was pretty much alone the whole time until, you know, pretty much when I was done, a friend of mine showed up to give me a hand. And then, you know, between the both of us, we pretty much changed the springs, got the coil backs back on, valve covers back on, the water pump, crank pulley, belts, radiator, fans, and all that good stuff. But like I said, you know, it was a pretty simple install. Well, at least for me, you know, I'm pretty familiar with these engines. You know, I'm building a turbo LS1, so I'm pretty familiar. It didn't take too long, you know. And like I said again, you know, it's roughly about a 3 to maybe max 4 hour job, depending on your mechanical skills. But yeah, man, it's all done. And it's not a big cam, you know. It's a trick flow cam. I can't remember the exact specs, but it still needs to get tuned for damn sure. It's not too much of a choppy cam. Well, at least you can't really hear it. You know, I still have the stock headers and stupid cats, but that's all gonna change within maybe the next month. Gonna get some long tube headers with the cat delete white pipe, and that should really change the way this truck sounds. But yep, well, let me go ahead and start it real quick, give you guys a quick little demo of how this sounds. But like I said, you know, you're not really gonna hear too much of the choppiness just because it's not tuned in yet. And stock exhaust system. So here it goes. sounds all right, you know, but like I said, still needs a tune, still needs some long tube headers. And after I get those things done, you know, obviously it's gonna be sounding a lot better. But you know, as far as that, you know, that there it goes, you know. And just like I said, you know, I'm sorry if I wasn't able to get as much as I wanted. You know, I was alone most of the time, so recording was pretty damn hard, you know, being a one-man thing, you know. But anyways, I hope you guys like the video. Just go ahead and just do all that good stuff. Give me a thumbs up, you know, like this video, and I guess I'll catch you guys later with the next install, which will be the long tube headers, and I'll try and get a better detailed video on how to install those things. But as far as that, you know, that's pretty much it, and catch you guys later.